My parents refused to attend my graduation, so I'm considering cutting contact with them.
Snip, 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 snip.
Snip, snap. Honestly, this is more so to get off my chest than anything. This is my first time using Reddit. I'm a long-time viewer. I, 21 female, have had a rocky relationship with my parents as of late. It's upsetting and frustrating as I try to be a good kid for them. I obey their rules regarding tattoos and piercings. I pay rent and all of my own bills. I don't get into trouble. I rarely drink and I don't smoke. Sound like a poster child of a perfect baby.
Good job.
Yet, they try their dangdest to make me out to be a problem child. By the way, this comes from user Ren Loves Gengar on the r/OK Storytime subreddit. Maybe it's because a lot of their friends have what could be considered problem children and they feel left out. I don't know. I think they hate the fact that I dress alt, as they have had a talk with me about how I need to stop, which is whack. You should be able to dress how you want. Recently, arguments have been getting worse. They keep insisting I get a job, despite me currently having a minimum wage job, although to be fair, they aren't being generous with hours. Again, I should reiterate, I pay all my own bills, including car bills and rent. Basically, they're acting as if I'm unemployed because I don't get enough hours, and also acting as if I'm lazing about in bed doing nothing, when in reality, I'm doing a lot of chores, pet care, and job hunting, yet my parents seem to think getting a job is so easy, and I'm not trying. They have also kicked me out multiple times following arguments, resulting in me crashing at a friend's or even in my car, despite the freezing temperatures. I'm also a type 1 diabetic and have been left without insulin during some of these times, something which is incredibly dangerous. I should also add they took my key, meaning I have to knock to get in the house whenever I leave. On to the main issue. After one of these arguments, my parents did this thing they do frequently. It's where they bad talk me to each other, but loud enough for me to hear it. My dad said something I fear will stick with me forever. I'm not going to the graduation anymore. I don't want to have to go and pretend to be proud of that. Woo, hey. You know.
Boo you, Dad.
My mom also confronted me later and reiterated they weren't going. It hurt as they knew how hard this year had been for me. I'd suffered multiple losses and almost lost my own life this year. It's a miracle that I passed my course at all. If they're not proud of you, we'll be proud of you.
We're proud of you.
Good job, OP.
Congrats.
As much as it stung, it was a relief. Anyway, I'd only invited them to avoid another argument. They didn't support me at all. They made my life hell, between threatening to send my beloved pet away to turning off the internet when they knew I had assignments due, to criticizing every single breath I took. It meant I could invite my best friend, someone who actually supported me through this hellish year that was 2024. So I did. Only for my mom to approach me yesterday and ask what the plans are for my graduation and what we were doing. Gotta love that one, right?
We didn't mean it, Sonny.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, OP.
I never said that.
Sport, we were just hard love. It was harsh love, Sport.
We're just messing around. I was confused, as she had stated they weren't going, and I had no intention of letting the money I'd spent go to waste, and I'd given them to someone else. The tickets, that is. I explained that, and she simply said, "Oh," and she huffed and walked away. Due to unforeseen circumstances that are by no means my friend's fault, she could not attend. So, now I technically had 2 free tickets, but after everything and the trauma they put me through, I didn't want them to go. It was just as well, as they didn't deserve to hear the speeches given to the audience, thanking them for their support towards the graduates. They didn't deserve to feel like they were partially responsible for my success. Way to stand on business, OP.
You don't need them, OP.
Exactly. You don't. It ached seeing everyone else have someone to take pictures and clap for them while I was alone. I at least had my supportive classmates who took pictures for me, but it should have been tears of joy I had, not grief. Well, it's something they'll never be able to take back. They'll never be able to undo the fact I was alone at my graduation, my once-in-a-lifetime event. Whenever I got back home, I had to knock to get in. I stood outside in the freezing cold for several minutes before being let in. My mother didn't even say a word. Not how did it go? Can I see any pictures? Just nothing. My dad treated me like a ghost. He didn't even look at me. Is it petty that whenever it comes to my wedding day and my dad asks to walk me down the aisle, I want to repeat the same words back to him? I don't want you to have to pretend you're proud of me. Oof.
I would like that. I mean, hopefully there's a resolvement here, but I don't see it.
No, I don't. And I don't think you have to.
No, but I like that. That would be full circle.
It would be petty, but also like, I don't think you'll have to even do it because
they won't be at the wedding.
People shouldn't be involved in your wedding.
They shouldn't be invited. They should be proud of you and like.
Yeah, I think the only way that I think you should cut these people off, go no contact with your family once you move out, whatever, figure out the logistics for that and keep it that way until they express remorse for their own actions. So before anyone suggests it, I'm already planning on moving out with a friend. Sorry, OP, I didn't mean that. We found a place and are planning on filling out the form. I'm just wondering if there's any point in keeping a relationship with these people. They treat me so coldly and they criticize my every breath, yet get angry at me because I never talk to them. They don't even feel like my parents anymore. Cutting contact sounds so appealing, but I worry the impact it would have on our other familiar relationships. My brother went through something similar at my age, but has since reconciled with my mom. I fear he would take her side, as my family often do without even asking me for my side. It's so unfair. I try my best, I work hard, I pay my bills, and I behave. I don't ask them for anything except their love, but even that is too hard for them, it seems. Any advice or insight would be great. Thank you for reading. And there is an update.
Oh, just get into it, honestly.
I'm going to assume your brother would probably be on your side.
I would say, because if your brother went through this, he's been in your shoes.
Hey, all, just thought I'd give you guys an update since the amount of support and comments I got were insane. First of all, I am safe-ish. Life seems promising, and for once, my thoughts are not in a dark place. I still struggle with thoughts of extreme self-hatred, but they're not as often now. I suppose that's understandable given my circumstances. Secondly, our form for a pet-friendly rental was sent off. Fingers crossed that we get accepted. That being said, I may have to sell a lot of things to get the cash. As previously stated in my last post, my job is not being generous with hours. Although my friend is looking into buying her own place and renting me a room, which would be a great solution for the both of us. I also have a job interview next week.
Woohoo!
Yeah, if your job's not giving you enough hours, I hate to say, you got to get another one. Full-time job in a pharmacy. Ooh, and while I will need to study for an additional qualification, they should support me through if I land it. Additionally, I did get a phone call from another employer. The role I applied for, which is relevant to the qualification I'd gotten at graduation, had been filled. But they expect to potentially have more roles soon and requested to keep my information until that date. So things are looking promising for my career. Other than that, I may try out the Amazon Flex thing for extra cash, which I've heard mixed reviews about that. Anyway, as I'm writing this, I'm preparing for a date with a really nice guy that I've hit it off with. Although I wish he could have came at a less turbulent point in my life, he does make me happy. We text constantly all day, race to see who can say good morning first, etc.
Aw.
Yeah, it's cute. My documents are all safe in the glove box of my car. Even if my parents theoretically have access to my keys, they don't know where my documents are. Thank you to all those who asked or gave advice. I've also checked my credit score, and it seems good for someone my age. At least that's what my friend said. It's ranging 600 to 900 depending on the website. Well, that's a big margin. That's a bit of a spread there.
I'll take those numbers.
So I don't believe they've taken anything out in my name, which, yeah, that's good. Some more positive news. I met up with my cousin on my father's side, and I let him know a little bit about what's going on and all my fears. According to him, our family all crap talk my parents anyway, as they think they're a little, how do I put it, not right in the head. As apparently my parents delivered a whole anti-vax speech to them. So if things do blow up, I'll hopefully still have some family at least. But that's about it for now. I have another house viewing in about an hour, but I'm unsure if I'll make it. My mom insisted I do some last-minute errands for her and exploded when I told her I was busy. So I think until I'm out, I'll just keep the peace, smile and nod, and tiptoe on those eggshells. I just have to keep reminding myself that it does get better. I remember sleeping in my car in the cold, dodgy area, wondering if it was worth it to keep going. OP, I think you've got a real good story of resilience.
You do.
And overcoming adversity.
And again, we're proud of you.
Coming your way. You're on the upswing. You're on your I don't want to say revenge arc, but your
new life arc. It's just new arc.
Transcendence arc. That's
your adult arc that you don't need your parents.
You know what we need?
What do we need, Dakota?
We need you to join us.
Okay.
Whenever we go live. Every weekday at 3 p.m. PST on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitch. Just tap our profile.
Just tap it. Let's check on OP. We got a little bit more on OP here and see what they're up to. Again, they're texting good morning.
Yeah.
They're racing to the finish, and I love that.
They have a wonderful new relationship, which is great.
Very cute.
I think definitely you could even lean a little further into the family for support. I think this is I don't like the way you said safe-ish. I feel like if you don't feel safe in that house, it sounds like you have a support system via your family to sort of get out of that situation immediately. And I think you should take that. Amazing how much things can change in a few weeks, huh? I guess when you hit rock bottom, the only way to go is up. If things seem awful right now for you, please don't ever give up. It may seem like there's no point, but your life can turn around completely in a matter of weeks. Sounds like OP's on the upswing.
Yeah, look at that.
Again, thank you for all the lovely comments. I read every single one, but could not find the time to reply to them all. I appreciate you all, and I'll try to keep you guys updated. Thank you again. And that is the end of that story.
Proud of you, OP. Again, like I said, you're going up. Like we said, you're going up. No contact.
I can see it in my mind's eye, OP's ideal life unfolding before them. I think they did it.
There you go.
I think they did it.
We're proud of you. Good job, OP.
Let's get a round of applause for OP. Transcending toxic family dynamics.